Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate that child classes in Java should implement the abstract methods of parent interfaces. So, let's get started. In one of the previous sessions, when I explained about this abstract classes, and this abstract classes containing few abstract methods. You see, abstract classes can contain both abstract methods and non-abstract methods, or that is general methods, right? That is, abstract methods will not have the method body, whereas general methods will have the body. Implementation will be there. So, in one of the previous sessions, when I covered about these abstract classes containing some abstract methods along with the non-abstract methods, now if you create a child class, if you create a if you create a child class for this abstract class, then for this particular child class, it is mandatory. For this particular child class, it is mandatory to provide the body slash implementation for the inherited inherited abstract methods from parent abstract class or classes. Okay. So when a child class in Java inherits the properties from the abstract classes, then the child class, okay, in that case, that particular child class which is inheriting this parent abstract class, the child class should implement, it's compulsory for it to implement the abstract methods from the parent abstract class, or else there is one more way. Either it should implement, or or what is another thing that is possible? Either it should implement, it doesn't have much space, guys. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, let me drag it here. Either it should implement, or the child class, okay, if the child class don't want to implement the abstract methods from parent class, then the child class can be made abstract. Okay, either the child class itself should become abstract. If it don't want to implement the abstract methods from the parent class, the child class should be made abstract by itself. Okay, either it's compulsory for the child class to implement the abstract methods from the parent class. Otherwise, the child class which is implementing that abstract class should also be made abstract. Otherwise, it has to implement only two options. Similarly, guys, in case of the interfaces, you already know that interfaces will contain all the methods inside the interface are by default abstract methods. Default abstract methods. All the methods inside the interface are by default abstract methods. And if you create a child class here also, for this particular interface, if you create the child class, then it should implement all the abstract methods of the interface inherited from the interface, or otherwise if it don't want to implement, it should be specified as abstract class. Okay, otherwise it should become an abstract class. Either it should implement all the abstract methods of an interface if this particular class becomes a child class of an interface and that interface contains some good number of abstract methods, then all these abstract methods should be implemented by this child class, overridden or implemented by the child class. Otherwise, the child class should become abstract. Similar to the abstract classes, same kind of thing will happen here also. Either the child class should become abstract, or the child class should implement all the abstract methods of the interface, for which implementation is not there. So let me show you this thing practically. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE. Here, I'm going to create a new interface. I'll just name this interface as interface D. And inside this interface, I'm going to create some methods. Okay, whenever I try to create a method here, public void sample1 method, if I'm trying to create a body, I'll not be able to create body because in interface, all the methods should be are abstract by default. They'll not contain the body. Public void sample2, public void public void sample3. Like this, I created for sample3 methods inside the interface, but all the methods inside the interface should be abstract. By default, all the methods should are abstract in interfaces, even though abstract modifier is not mentioned. So we cannot have the method body, guys. We can only have the method declarations here. Now, what if in this kind of situation, if you create a class, okay, in this kind of situation, if you create a class Z, let's say, you created a class known as class Z, and if you want to make this class Z a child class of an interface, you have to use a keyword known as implements keyword, as I covered in one of the previous session. Class Z implements interface like this. The moment a particular class becomes a child class of an interface, then in that interface, if there are some abstract methods, all these abstract methods should be implemented inside this class Z. You see, public void sample1. The moment, you see, initially, before I write this method, if I hold the mouse, you see, it's the type class that must implement the inherited abstract method interface. Sample1 should be implemented is saying. So I'll implement the sample1. Public void sample1. I'll implement like this. Okay, the moment I provide the method body for this as part of implementing this sample1 abstract method from the interface, you see, error will not go. If I hold the mouse, you see, sample2 should be implemented will come. Let me write some sample print statements here for a while. Inside sample one. Actually, I can also write at the rate override here. Okay, the method in the, you see, if you are implementing the abstract methods of the parent interface, automatically this method in the child class is set to override the abstract method in the parent class. Okay, so you can write at the rate override, not a problem. Then write public void sample2. Let me implement the sample2 method. This method also, here also I'll write at the rate override. It's not compulsory. If you write, it's okay. It will be good for readability purpose. Inside sample2 also done. Now error is still there because we have to implement the sample3 from interface. Now once I implement the last method, last abstract method which is not implemented in the child class, like sample3, if I implement, now if I write at the rate override here, you see, in this kind of situation, or the error will be gone. Okay, the moment you implement the third, all the three abstract methods of an interface in its child class, you see, error is gone. Until then, you will get the error, guys. Okay, inside sample 3, like this, we have to do. Now, if you create one more class, let's say class Y implements interface D. Okay, in this case, class Y is also getting the same error that to implement abstract methods of the parent interface. Here class Y also has become the child class of the interface D. So it has three abstract methods. All these three abstract methods should be implemented here. If not, if the class Y doesn't want to implement any of these abstract methods, let's say you can add, okay, you can make this class as abstract class. Just add abstract keyword, the error will be gone. Now, if the class Y is not implementing the abstract methods of the parent interface, then if you still want to implement this particular interface methods, if not in the child class, okay, because the child class has become abstract, now to this particular class, abstract class, you can create, okay, let's say class X extends class Y. If I write, okay, if I create a child class for this class Y, which is an abstract class, because this abstract class is not implementing any of the methods from the interface, abstract methods of the interface. But for this abstract class, if I again create a child class, here I need to implement. Otherwise, this class also has become abstract, or we have to implement. Okay, either we have to implement, or this particular class also has to become abstract class. Only two possibilities, guys. Either the class which is inheriting the interface containing the abstract methods should become the abstract class, or that particular class should implement the unimplemented abstract methods of the parent interface. Okay, only two possibilities are there. Okay, so with this, hope you guys understood how the child classes why the child classes should implement the abstract methods of the parent class, or how the child class in the Java should implement the abstract methods of the parent class, parent interfaces in Java. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.